Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Memurti Ayu Wijayanti as a lecturer on seminar on ELT subject. And let me introduce myself. My name is Yana Faujia. I'm from class 7A. My student number is 222318041. Okay, now I want to presentations of a seminar proposal. The title is the use of Lingo Play application to improve vocabulary at 10th grade of SMKN 2 Rangkas Bitung. Okay, the next slide is chapter 1 about background. Yeah, learning media is everything that can be used to convey information in the teaching and learning process that can stimulate attention and interest in student learning. The success of student learning in the present is assumed occurs if a student feel and experience that experience. That is, student not only listen to information about other people's experience, but they experience how something happened to them. Thus, the rules of learning media help students get information, discuss finding, conduct analysis, synthesis, and final conclusion in teaching and learning activities. Yeah, when talking about language or language learning, student always thinks of vocabulary development by learning the word vocabulary. In addition to grammar and pronunciation, is one of language element considered necessary for language mastery. Vocabulary is basic knowledge and very important for the learn in their life as well as that they can communication well. They learn the language without knowing the vocabulary. Communication will not provide an understanding. Slide is research questions. Does using LingoPlay application give an effect on student vocabulary knowledge for 10th grade of SMK and 2 Rangkas Bitung? And research objective. The main purpose of this study was to find out the effect of using LingoPlay application on student vocabulary knowledge at the 10th grade of SMK and 2 Rangkas Bitung. Research significant by knowing their vocabulary knowledge, then they are expect to master their vocabulary successfully. Therefore, this study will be useful. The first is for researchers himself. This research is writing to fulfill the prerequisites of exciting behavior degree, and the second is for the teachers to give an alternative way to enrich their vocabulary knowledge in the learning process, and the third is for the learners to increase the motivation of the learn and provide more attractive learning environment, and it can also be used to develop their skill in English because it will give a positive effect to learn a lot of new experience to be a good English. And the last is for the researchers. The result of this study are expect to expand new insight in conduction research about LingoPlay application in teaching and learning vocabulary. The next slide is chapter 2. The first point is definition of media. The definition of media in general in a message delivery from the sender to the descent of the message. And the second point is the definition of vocabulary. According to Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, vocabulary can be defined all the words that a person knows or uses of all the words in a particular language. The word can people use when they are talking about a particular subject as one of the language element. Vocabulary can help someone to understand clearly in communication. And the third point is vocabulary knowledge. Vocabulary knowledge is often viewed as a critical tool for second language learners because of a limited vocabulary in a second language improves successful communication. And the last point is the teaching of vocabulary. The teaching of vocabulary must be taught First, to help the student to learn the English language. It was also known that without mastering English vocabulary, they cannot speak, read, and write it. This is chapter 3 about research design. Yeah, researchers use a quasi-experimental pre and post-test design in this study. Yeah, support quasi-experimental is an experimental research design that has a lack of randomization of a group. These researchers choose a quasi-experimental design because the participants were organized well within the classware. And this is a research seat and participant. A research seat at SMKN Turangkas Bitung. A research participant is students at 10th grade of SMKN Turangkas Bitung. And I have two data collecting technique. The first is pre-test and the second is post-test. Yeah, maybe that's all enough from my presentations. Thank you for attention and sorry for my mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.